Screaming like the start of a race. Diet Pepsi's my fuel in this Monday maze. Shake the weekend fog off my tired face. The hustling begins, no time to waste. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, let's start the show. Sun clouds up higher, chasing dreams like chasing fire. Got my rhythm set to overdrive. This Monday motivation vibe's keeping me alive. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, let's start the show. Street lights fading, sun climbs up higher. Chasing dreams like chasing fire. Got my rhythm set to overdrive. This Monday motivation vibe's keeping me alive. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, I own the show. Know the week can be heavy, but I'm tougher still. Climbing the mountain, fueled by will. Each heartbeat whispers, yes you can. I'm golden, helping every woman and man. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, let's start the show.
Hey guys, welcome in. So good to see each and every one of you for Monday night's Monday Motivation. If you do not know who I am Pamela, aka Scooterrenee. I'm your host of tonight's Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivation. So welcome in. So good to see each and every one of you as you're popping in. Those of you that are new, I also do auctions on my channel, typically Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. However, starting a new business has kind of taken over some of those nights. And so just pay attention to the thumbnails and the notifications and everything. That would be great. So that is who I am. Make sure you do the YouTube things. You know what I'm talking about. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you have not already done so. Make sure you ring that bell for all notifications so you know when I go live like I am now or when I upload new content. And a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So welcome in again. If you are new, I hope you'll keep on coming back. We talk about different topics each and every Monday night, just about every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central here on my channel. All the OGs, I see you popping in. I'm so glad to see you guys. As always, y'all make my Mondays so much better. And the playback crew just goes to show you do not have to catch me live. It is so much more intimate, more personal when you are here live. But I get it. There are tons of things going on in people's lives. So if you are the playback crew, let me know that you're a playback crew by leaving me a comment saying, hey, I'm the playback crew. Feel free to participate in the chat participation questions because we do drawing each month on the first Monday, usually, except for last Monday, we didn't do it. So we're going to do that drawing tonight, but we do a drawing each first Monday of the month for the chat participation questions. And I give you something motivational is what you usually get as a prize. So again, I know there are great things going on the YouTube channel. I found somebody through YouTuber chat, Kevin's channel, Tuber Chat's channel, Kevin, and that person is live right now, and he's around the same kind of stuff that I like to talk about. So I'm like, I'll have to go back. I'm so sorry. So yes, there are great things going on the YouTube. I know I am not the only person, but I am so thankful that you are choosing to spend some time with me. People will be coming in as they get the notifications, obviously, and people will be kind of jumping in and there. So Welcome to each and every one of you. So as y'all know, I have to say hello to everybody. So let's see who all is in chat, and then we'll get started with tonight's topic. We got Kathy in here first. Hello, Kathy. I hear your recovery. I read that your recovery is going so well. I'm so thankful. You have been in my prayers quite a bit. So glad to see you here, my dear. We got Joanne. Hello, Joanne. Welcome in. Good to see you. We've got Mary here. Hello, Mary. So good to see you. We got Lisa D in here. What's up, Lisa D? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for sharing me out. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to star that. That way you get an extra entry into the drawing. So every time you share, super chat, become a member, whatever, if it's on Monday Night Motivation, you get entered into the drawing. So just FYI, those of you that are new, that might be lurking in the back. We got Nancy here. Nancy, I have to say a special thank you to you. I had someone leave a comment and said that they were sent by you. So thank you, Nancy. And it was like the strong episode that I did a while back. So thank you for sharing me out like that, Nancy. I so appreciate you. We got Josie here. Hello, Josie. So good to see you as always. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I'm so glad that StreamYard does this gray out thing, because now I don't have to sit here and go, did I say hello to somebody? Because I can go back and look and see if I highlighted your name. So there we go. Let's see. Who else we got here? We got Tammy. Hello, Tammy. Welcome in. I tried so hard to leave work, but I did not leave work till after 4:30 today. I wanted to get by there and see you before tomorrow, and just did not happen, girlfriend. But welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you. I've decided that I want to wear my part down the side or down the center instead of to the side. And so today I was like, maybe I'll like it more like this if I put some curls in. You know, Tammy's always telling me to curl my hair. But anyways, I thought, let's see if I can recreate the beachy wave curl. Because I really have watched YouTubers and stuff, how they curl. And I was like, oh, I never knew to curl my hair like that. So yes, it was a new experience this morning. But it's also the reason why I like wearing my hair straight, because it takes so much longer to curl my hair than it does just to go straight. But thank you. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. The earrings, I think I got from you, Joanne. It had the matching necklace, but the necklace is almost shorter than this one, so it still pairs nicely with anything because it's gold. So thank you, Joanne. Hey, Shelby. Thank you. Maybe I need to wear my hair like this more often, guys. Robert has always loved my hair curly, but like I said, it takes so much effort. But now I think I'm finally getting to that right length. I don't think I want to go any longer than this. We'll see. And then the bangs have finally got to the right length. So thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Mary. Hey, Black Widow. Thank you, guys. Now I know what I look like when it's not curly. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Black Widow. Appreciate you. Let's see. Shirley, how in the world are you doing? Thank you for being here. I miss seeing you around. Welcome in. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Sherry, I have to say, you look so pretty in that blue dress. Was it Mother's Day or was it graduation day? Either way, you look dynamite, girl, in that blue dress. I loved it on you. Let's see. There's my feather sister, Selena. Welcome in. Good to see you. There's so much drama that's going on today at work. Oh, my goodness. I was about ready to not pull my hair out, but yeah, so. Since I didn't get to see you, Tammy, it looks like we're probably going to stay in our office that we're at. Is the latest I've heard. Sorry, I thought Bella was still behind me. Right, yes. Mother's Day yesterday. We will be back Sunday. Yes, we will. Felt so weird not doing anything last night. I was like, oh, so this is what it's like not doing anything on a Sunday night. That's what I thought, Joanne. I love it. I probably wear these earrings more than anything, especially when I wear this gold necklace. I love it. I wonder if I can get like an extender for that necklace because I really love the necklace. The necklace goes with the earrings. All right, make sure I'm not missing anything here. I've got a prayer request for you guys as well. So if you have a prayer request, don't go ahead and feel free to drop it in chat. I was going to say don't forget to share it, but y'all know y'all can share it. So any prayer requests, drop them in chat. Graduation, okay. I wish, Tammy. We'll switch. How about that? You take my job, I'll take yours. Well, I was wondering, it's almost like it's real short, Tammy. So, and it's a fold over clasp. So, did they make extenders for a fold over clasp? That's what y'all know me. I got to talk to my hands. Yes, Rylan. Y'all definitely be praying for Rylan as well. Karen, hello, my favorite brown sugar. Good to see you. Yep, so if y'all can keep Riley in your prayers, still dealing with some swelling and stuff like that, plus being on all that medication, 2 shots and everything, is, more than what a 11-year-old boy should have to go through. So, any kid. Crack and Mary, hello, welcome in. Did I already say hello to you? See, here we go. Somebody's going to be it whenever I say that. So my prayer request for you guys is Harley. Most of y'all know my daughter Harley. Her husband, Patrick's uncle, has been in a hospital for quite some time. I'm friends with Patrick's aunt on Facebook, so I've been kind of keeping up with some of what's going on. And he had been put in the hospital. Her son had been not put in the hospital, but his son had some issues and stuff. But anyways, today they had to take Patrick's uncle off of life support. He's an older gentleman, that kind of stuff. But anyways, if y'all can keep Harley and Patrick in your prayers and Patrick's family. Crazy thing is that Patrick's aunt, Kathy, who I just said, Aunt Kathy is the twin to the uncle. But her and Patrick's mom and a couple of other sisters, they're all on a cruise right now, and this happens today. So if y'all can keep Patrick and his family, Harley and everything, in your prayers, I would greatly appreciate it. At his job, I didn't realize that when Harley calls, they immediately will let the employee go, not go for their job, but go for the day, because they don't want to cause any unsafety, because he's in a very, not a dangerous job, but it's around a lot of machinery and stuff, and so they want their employees to be in the right mind and so forth. So, again, if you can just keep them in your prayers, I would greatly appreciate that. I saw Ann pop in. Hello, Ann. Welcome in. Good to see you. All right. I think I've got everybody. So I hope you guys, thank you guys for the prayers. Hope you guys had a great weekend, a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mothers out there, no matter what role of mother that you play. Mine, as always, was bittersweet. Robert went all out for Mother's Day because he knew this one was kind of hitting me different this year. I never know, and some of y'all that have lost your parents will understand this. I never know which holiday is going to hit me, which birthday is going to hit me the hardest, and it just varies. And this Mother's Day hit me harder than, the other 3, I guess. Maybe the first one was tough, but for some reason, year 4 has been the hardest on me. So Robert went all out for that. I saw a prayer request. Sorry, guys. I really pay attention to my chat, guys, and so when I see something that throws me off track, and I'm like, just stop, quit talking, and read. Lisa D said her friend Laura's husband was put on hospice. His name is George. So if y'all be praying for him, we would greatly appreciate that. So Robert had put y'all know I love my sloths. He had a bouquet of sloths. It was 2 sloths. Super cute. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw it. But it was a little bouquet. It had 2 sloths in there, a card. And then he took me to go eat at Krispy Kreme. Those of you that knows how much I love Krispy Kreme, especially when they're hot donuts. Yeah, we got to go do that. And after Krispy Kreme, he gave me another box. And I was like, what's this? And I opened it up, and it was 2 doves. And those of you that know the story about my parents passing and the doves, you'll know what that symbolizes. So he got me that, and it was trinket box. So that'll be 1 trinket box I will not sell. So he got me that, and we went shopping, and then came home because it was around 10. Came home, I took a quick nap. I was just really tired that day. Probably emotional grief type thing. It's making me tired. But anyways, and then I woke up and he was like, you want to do anything else today? And I was like, well, hey, there are some estate sales. And so we went to 3 estate sales. And so for me, it was a perfect Mother's Day weekend, no expectations or anything. I did not get to see my girls because Harley was sick. Usually Harley and Shelby both come see me. Harley was sick, and then around the time that Shelby would have come, we had a lot of storms here. And so I did not want Shelby, who was in a wreck not too long ago, not her fault, thank goodness, again. It's just terrible that she keeps having wrecks. But I did not want her to get out in the rain and be driving in it, so. I am very lucky, Tammy. I do. I count my lucky stars and my blessings with God every day before that man. So, Alfonso, hello. So good to see you, my friend. I was getting my drawing ready for tonight's Monday Motivation, and I came across your name. I was like, oh, Alfonso. He gets to go in there. So, oh, and by the way, because I know Selena was in here. Selena, Robert also made spaghetti for me Saturday night. So don't want you to be jealous or anything, but I just want to let you know that I did get to have his spaghetti. So anyways, guys, if you don't know, Selena and Sam both love Robert's spaghetti. So every time we have it, usually I'll send her spaghetti porn. Be like, look what we had. So, tonight, we are on our 3rd topic of this series on believing these lies that we have told ourselves most of our lives and how that we can find the truth instead. So tonight's topic is the lie that we believe that I'm not good enough. If you have ever believed that lie, ever thought that lie, tonight's the spot to be for that. Oh, I'll be going by there probably almost every day, Tammy. You should know that. But yeah, Shelby will be helping out at hometown all this week while Tammy's gone. So, all right, told her, I said, call me if there's any issues. I can leave work at any point for my girl, for my baby girl. I know you're jelly. I know you're jelly. That's why I had to tell you. Notice I didn't tell you on the phone. Let's see, guys. So, by the way, we will also, like I mentioned earlier, we will do the drawing for Monday Motivation chat participation. We'll do that at the end of tonight. So, stick around for that. See if you're a winner. We do 1 winner. And then, like I said, you get a little free gift from me. So, real quick, let's head on over to positive spot thought. Here we go, guys. Here's what does make you start feeling good enough. No longer assuming that you're not good enough. I like that verse. I think we all could use that verse. I know, but it's so much fun. It's too much fun. All right, guys. So chat participation time. We're going to go ahead and throw one out there early tonight. How many of you in chat have ever felt that you were not good enough? How many of you in chat have ever felt like you were not good enough? I've shared with you guys before that starting this Monday Motivation, I didn't think I might be good enough for you guys. I was worried that you guys wouldn't think that I was good enough to do this, to share topics. I didn't really think I could pull it off, you know. And here we are, episode, 164 since February of 2022, and we're still going strong here. So how many of you have ever felt that way? Just put me or I or yes or whatever you want to put. So I'm going to scroll back up here. I love being the brat. We got Kathy saying me, Karen saying me, Crack and Mary saying me, Joanne says I have, Mary says yep. She didn't say count me in, but that's what I feel like that yelp is. Alfonso, many times growing up. Nancy, me for sure. Selena, me. Shirley, me. Lisa D is me. Sherry says me all the time, even now at this time in my life, right? I don't think that ever really fades somewhere, you know. There'll be that one little thing that we're just insecure about or whatever. Tammy says, God's made me who I am and I've never felt that way. And we got Ann saying yes. Josie said, just as a kid, not as an adult. Gotcha. All right, I think I got everybody. So, I knew what you meant, Josie, adult. All right, so those of us that have felt that way, I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to take a moment and sit with that thought. And I want you to be honest for just a moment. So let's do another chat participation while you're sitting with that thought. How many times do you think you have thought, I'm not good enough? Has it been a lot, some, or not at all? I'm going to make it easy on you. Has it been a lot, some, or not at all that you have thought that? Alfonso, some. Thank you. Joanne says some. Lisa D says some. Brown Sugar says lot. Karen, why did I just call you Brown Sugar? Nancy, a lot, unfortunately. Sherry says a lot. Crack and Mary says some. Selena says my whole life. Sorry, chat jumped on me. Tammy says not at all. Ann says some. Shirley says a lot. Mary says a lot. I'm very critical of myself. Isn't that crazy how we're more critical of ourselves than we are of others, and we do not give ourselves as much grace as we give other people? Isn't that crazy? It is to me. And Kathy says a lot. Mainly is what I was told most of my life, right? Yes. So that thought of I'm not good enough is not loud and it's not dramatic. And it's probably not just something that you've said once, just quiet. Something that is whispered to you. Maybe it's been consistent. Something that shows up when you try to step forward. Maybe it's been persistent. Something that shows up trying to convince you to shrink back. I'm not good enough, so I'm just going to step back. I'm not going to put myself out there. Okay, make sure I gave Karen her star. But all of that meaning, it shows up when you're about to try something new, usually. And it shows up when you have compared yourself to someone else. And it shows up when you remember your past. Those of you that talk about your childhood, yes. That's where it usually comes from. And that voice that says, I'm not good enough, it sounds so convincing in the moment that you don't even question it really anymore. You just accept it. But today we're going to challenge that thought. We're going to face the truth, because while that voice feels real, even if we know that it is not true. Because I'm not good enough is not truth. It's a lie. The lie, however, it feels personal. So where does this thought even come from? This lie of I'm not good enough, it is a dangerous lie because it feels like you. Nobody is born believing that they're not good enough. Not something that you've heard, not something you've learned, but it's a thought that you learned. It is something that you think that you are. Pay attention there, because some of y'all have said it's what I heard. Yes, but it's a thought that you learn. It comes from comparison, criticism, rejection, failure, expectations that you couldn't meet. Maybe someone did say it to you directly. Maybe they didn't have to say it to you directly, but you just felt it anyway. You see, I'm not good enough doesn't say I made a mistake. It says I am the mistake. And that's where it crosses the line. Because over time, it stops sounding like something that happened to you and started sounding like who you are. Mistakes are events. They are not identities. You can fail at something without being a failure. You can fall short without being worthless. But hear this clearly. Just because a thought is familiar doesn't mean that it's true. You can repeat a lie so many times that it feels like your identity. But repetition does not equal truth. So where did this lie start? Where did it start? Nobody wakes up one day and they decide, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not even going to bother because I know I'm not good enough. They don't wake up and say that. I don't wake up and say that. I wake up and say I want to go back to bed, but I never wake up and say I'm not good enough. Right, Selena? Yes. Selena said, I think I make all the mouse houses and bears decorate because my childhood was a dark place. And now she's getting to live that life, that imagination freely, if you will. And no matter what age you are, right? Thank you for sharing that, Selena. I love it. But again, nobody ever wakes up and says, I'm not good enough. It doesn't just sit quietly. That belief is built. It shapes your life. Maybe it came from being compared to others, being overlooked, being rejected, being corrected more than you were encouraged. Maybe it wasn't even what people said. You just decided I'm just not going to try. You decided that you weren't going to speak up. Don't go after that. Don't believe for more. I used to think there was something wrong with me because I wanted more versus other people in my life. Right, Mary? Yes. Maybe it was what the people, didn't say. It consumed you to settle, to stay small, to accept less than what you were created for. The silence, the absence of affirmation, the lack of recognition. Some of us, me especially, thrive on affirmation and recognition, even though I get embarrassed by it. But I do like it, you know. And the most dangerous part of this is that it happens slowly over time. It didn't happen all at once. It doesn't feel like fear. It feels like wisdom. It sounds responsible. Well, if I don't think I'm good enough, then I'm not going to put myself out there. So that's the most responsible thing to do, right? It sounds realistic, but it's not. You filled in the blanks with, I must not be enough. That's what you filled that blank with. It's a limitation dressed up as logic. And we'll say that again. It's a limitation that is dressed up as logic. This lie, it grows in silence. And here's how this lie gets stronger. You don't say it out loud. You carry it quietly. And because it's not challenged, it becomes accepted. It becomes your inner voice. And the longer it goes unchecked, the more it sounds like truth. But silence is where lies grow. Truth needs to be spoken. What is the cost of believing this lie? Feelings are powerful, and this isn't just a thought, but these are not reliable leaders. It shapes your life. You won't always feel worthy. You won't always feel capable. You won't always feel ready. But you can choose what you act on. These thoughts that you have, they keep you from applying, starting, speaking, leading, and trying again. It convinces you to stay where it is safe, in that comfort zone area that we talk so much about, to avoid risk. Because if you don't try, you don't have to face the possibility that it might be true. But here's the reality of that. Avoiding the risk doesn't protect you. It limits you. If you wait for the feelings to align, you will stay stuck. If you act on truth, your feelings will eventually follow. So chat participation time. What does good enough mean or look like to you? All right, Alfonso, deception. Mary, choose your battles. Yes. What does good enough mean or look like to you? I will tell you what I mean by that. What does good enough mean or look like to you? Alfonso says confidence. So to be good enough, you have the confidence that you're good enough, right? Nancy said believing in myself. I want to see if anybody might be the other way. That's what I'm wanting to see. How do you know that you have arrived to whatever moment it is that you have arrived at, that you're good enough? Or what does it look like to you that you are good enough, that when you arrive? What does that even look like? I used to think having a nice house would be my moment of knowing, hey, you made it. But guess what? It's just a house. Mary, I love it. Good enough, what squeaks by as success. I love that. Karen says, taking a chance of whatever it is. Lisa D said, not needed others' approval. Some of you that have not said, hey, Harry, welcome in, buddy. You're good enough no matter what, everyone's special in some way. Kathy says, having a parent be proud of me, except one of them passed a long time ago and the other one still criticizes. Yes. Yes, you're so good. I got to go watch that. Thank you for the reminder. Craig Mary says, believe in myself and talking to God. I'm going to see if any of y'all can relate to this other way as well. Some of you might be measuring with the wrong standard. And how do we know when we are good enough? How do we know that? That's right, Josie. As you get older, you don't care what anybody thinks. Very true. I do care about what my husband thinks and my closest friends think. Tammy says, knowing having the friends and people like you in my daily life. Oh, someone's kissing up. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Tammy. Joanne says, proud of myself. Right. Alfonso says, we often set our standards too low. So let's ask a real question and challenge this idea directly, though. Who decided what good enough looks like? I mean, what does good enough even mean? Good enough compared to who? Measured by what? Was it social media? Some of us might be looking at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be, YouTube, and comparing ourselves. to other people that we see. I've been paying attention to the hair, obviously. But comparing ourselves to people that we see on social media, it could be someone's opinion or past failures. Because if your standard is comparison, you will never win. If you are comparing yourself to what somebody else is doing, how they're acting, whatever, someone else's opinion, what you've done in your past life, you're never going to win if you keep comparing it to those things. Alfonso said, having high standards being set by big CEOs, employers, school instructors, right? Yes. Nancy said, by my parents and kids that made fun of me as a child. Sorry, give you credit for one of those, Nancy. Believe in myself. So I'm going to go ahead and give you credit for that, because that takes a lot to share, I feel like. When y'all share those kind of things, that's what I love about Monday Motivation. I'll keep repeating that till the cows come home. I don't have any cows around here, but I'll keep repeating that because that's what makes this place so much special. So awesome, because y'all feel so brave, shall I say, to share. Mary said, my own feelings. Whoops. And then Harry said, no matter what, you're always good enough, because someone always a little better at something. So you do the things you know you can do and be happy with it. Yes. Josie said, most look at the outside. God judges the inside. Yes. Kind of saying what Harry said. Let me read Tammy's thing. I told my son today, no matter what it takes, you must live today like tomorrow may not be here, and you have nothing to prove to anyone, right? So Harry kind of hit it a little bit there. There will always be someone that is further ahead, more polished, more experienced, more talented, but that doesn't mean that you're not enough. That was never the standard. You were never meant to be enough by comparison. You were meant to be called, meant to be growing, meant to be becoming. You don't start enough. It's kind of like what I've told people among my reselling community and everything. You can't compare where I'm at to where you're beginning. Or you can't compare my middle to where you're starting. You can't do it. It's not the same. It's not apples to apples. What all this means is, it just simply means that you're in process. You become aligned. You become disciplined. You become faithful. Growth is not proof that you're lacking. Mary says, my gauge is personal expectations, real or perceived. Right? Harry said, God put us all here for a reason. What that purpose is, I don't know. But when you do figure out, you will run with it. Yes. Love it, Harry. Right, Karen? It took me a long time to learn how to love for me. Yes, I love that. So growth is not proof that you're lacking. I want you to listen carefully here. This is where many people get stuck. Needing to grow doesn't mean you're not enough. People think, well, if I were good enough, I wouldn't need to grow. But that's not how life works. Needing growth doesn't disqualify you. It means you're human. If the requirement to start is perfection, no one would ever begin. It qualifies you. Growth is not proof of inadequacy. Growth is proof that you're moving. Nobody starts as the finished version of who they're becoming. Shirley said, if we didn't need to grow, we'd be perfect, and only God is perfect, right? Kathy said that comparing after my first knee replacement, I joined several Facebook groups, then was comparing my physical therapist put a stop to that right away. I love that you share that, Kathy, because I know right after I lost my parents, when I was with my therapist, I said, well, I feel like I should already be past this mourning period, this grieving. I watched how my husband dealt with the passing of his parents back in 2006, 2007. I watched how he appeared to have moved on from it, and I felt like at this point I should have been moved on from it, but no. And she's like, whoever even told you that? Who told you that there was a time of grieving and when your time should be up and you should be moving on? Whoever said that? So I'm glad you shared that, Kathy, because I was comparing myself to Robert, right? Lisa D says, we are growing consistently all our life. Amen, right? Harry said, if no growth, we don't learn. Yep. All right, no worries, Selena. Bunch of losses going on today. Well, I say a bunch, two that I know of now. Kathy said, I left all groups for any physical health issues after that, right? Because you can get caught up in that. Well, why am I taking 3 months and they only took a month, right? That's right, Joanne. Grieving has no time limit. Lisa D says, I still grieve my parents 45 and 29 years after their passing, right? Yep. You know, I'm thinking 4 years, but this Mother's Day is harder than the other first three, it felt like. So you just never know. So, let's see. So again, nobody starts as the finished version of who they're becoming. So you have to have action before confidence. One of the biggest traps is waiting until you feel good enough, because that day does not come. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't wait until you feel good enough. You act while feeling like you're not. You hear me? You don't wait until you feel good enough. You act while feeling like you're not. Confidence doesn't come first. Confidence is built after action, not before. Action comes first. You don't feel confident and then act. You act, then build confidence. So let's do another chat participation question here. Who here has had someone that they admire? I think we all can say that we have. Who here has had someone that they admire? Who here has had someone that they admire? If you want to share who that is that you have admired, feel free to drop that, but all you need to do is say yes, me, whatever. Not literally whatever, but you know what I mean. Mary says yes. Lisa D says me. Joanne says I have. Shirley says I have. Whoops, chat jumped on me. Nancy says yes. Mary says my mom. Kathy says me. Lisa D says her mom as well. Aw, thank you, Scooter. Thank you, Scooter. You're so welcome. Thank you, Joanne. If I could give you more than 1 star, I would, Joanne. Nancy says my dad and my mom. Yeah. Tammy says, of course, my grandmother. Anybody else before we move on? Anybody else wants to jump in here? You do get extra credit, Joanne, right there. Karen says, me. So, guess what? Every person that we have admired, because I have some too, they started uncertain. They started unqualified. They started uncomfortable. They just didn't let it stop them. Every time you show up nervous, you show up unassured, you're questioning yourself, and you do it anyway, you weaken the lie that you're not good enough. You've already overcome more than you think. Think about your life. Seriously, think about your life. Shirley says, I know people I admire are not perfect, right? Yes. I didn't know my boss was calling me. Hold on just a second, guys. When was he calling me? Hold on just a second. He always makes me nervous when he calls me late in the night. Well, I say late in the night. It's only 8:45, but still. Okay, here we go. All right, sorry, guys. So, if you think about your life, you've already overcome quite a bit. There are things that you've already made it through that once felt impossible. Moments where you didn't know how you'd get through, but you did. So how can it be true that you're not enough? He said, but I'll try to hang up. Awesome. I love it. That tells you who he calls a lot, right? So how can it be true that you're not enough? When your life is full of proof that you are capable of more than you thought. The lie that you've been believing, that voice is not you. Just because a thought shows up in your mind doesn't mean it belongs there. That voice that says, I'm not good enough, it's not your identity. You have the ability to question it, to challenge it, to replace it. Believe me, surviving a 5.5-year marriage that I probably should have never been in the first place, and constantly being told, well, you'll never get there. You'll never have that. You'll never do that. Guess what? I questioned it. I challenged it. And I replaced him with a better man. So that's how I know that I'm good enough, right? Shirley said, I found that doing things I wasn't ready for prepared me to do the next thing ahead many times. Yes, Shirley, I love that. Yes. Mary says, getting clean and sober. I tried on others and God. Love it. Yes. My hairstylist, she is a recovering addict and had done so good for so many years. And then I think I've shared this story with y'all before. And she has been 1 year sober and clean now for a year and a week or so. Her 1 year just passed. I'm so proud of her. And she had told me, she said, I'm so thankful that you're here still giving me business and you're not judging me for my past mistake. I'm like, honey, I've made mistakes. You know, we've all done something that we're not proud of. Just got to keep going, right? Just got to keep going. One more day, one more step, one more hour, one more minute, one more second is what each person just needs to survive the next one, right? So how do we replace the lie? You don't overcome a lie by ignoring it. Hello, Scooter. This girl. You don't overcome a lie by ignoring it. You replace it. When the thought says, I'm not good enough, you respond with, I'm growing into it. I'm becoming. I don't have to be perfect to begin. I'm called anyway. I am learning. I am capable of more than I think. You may not believe it fully at first, and you don't have to wait until you believe it. Say it anyway. You say it until your mind starts catching up with the truth. Because repetition, guess what? It works both ways. The life waiting on the other side of this lie, there is a version of yourself life that only exists if you show up and if you stop believing this lie. Not perfectly, not confidently, but consistently. A version where you take the opportunity, speak with confidence, show up fully, try again, and the only thing standing between you and that life is a belief. Every time you show up while feeling not enough, you are breaking the lie, rewiring your thinking, expanding your capacity. Courage is not the absence of doubt. It's not a lack of ability, a belief. It's movement despite it. Josie said the people who told you that you're not good enough are usually the ones who feel they're not good enough, right? People that are hurting are going to hurt other people? Yes. Harry says, or you can say, I am good enough so many times that you start believing that. And I rather believe I am good enough. Love it, Harry. So it's a movement despite what you're thinking. So you have to decide what you believe. At some point, you have to make the decision. Am I going to keep agreeing with this voice, this thought that I'm not good enough? Or am I going to challenge it? Because it will keep showing up. My friend, you're not starting from zero. Both take energy. The believing and the doing. The difference is you don't have to agree with it anymore, and it leads to growth. You are never meant to do this alone. Sometimes I'm not good enough. It's actually I'm trying to carry this by myself. Strength doesn't mean independence. That's something I had to learn. Strength doesn't mean independence. I love it, Harry. Can't is more letters than can, so you are good enough, right? Yes. Strength does not mean independent. It means knowing when to lean in, seek guidance, and trust something greater than your current ability. You don't need to have everything in you right now. You just need to be willing. So the shift changes everything. Instead of asking, am I good enough? Ask, am I willing to grow into what's required? I don't know if Tammy's in here still, but just like this new business that her and I have started, I have some idea of how to start a new business. I've done it on my side business. I also have a business degree, but it doesn't mean I know everything. That's why I lean in and I seek guidance with Tammy. And if we don't know it, we figure it out together. And we trust something greater than our current ability. I know I'm willing to grow into what's required with this new business. And I think I can speak on behalf of Tammy that she is too. Tammy doesn't just have, a flea market. She's got 7 years of a business that is exploding. It is growing more and more every year. thankfully, I got to witness 5 years of it, I believe. 4, 5 years, something like that. I lose count. I feel like I've been there forever. But you lean in on people and you get guidance from those people that have done it, before. Alfonso said, my brother-in-law is a school teacher and he's an atheist. He believes those who are poorly educated are not good people. That's a deep one, right? So on the new business, I took a chance when I took my auctioneer's test. Now the rest will come as I learn. Also, I know and trust Tammy with everything, and she believes in me 100%, just like I believe in her. That one shift changes everything, because now you're not stuck in judgment. You're moving towards development, and growth always beats self-doubt. The life that you're choosing to avoid, there are opportunities. There are doors opening. There are callings that I'm not good enough has kept you from. Think about that. Not because you couldn't, but because you believed you couldn't. How many things have you already survived? You've already learned. You've already overcome. Well, Alfonso, I think you are good enough. Your music, the little bit I've watched, and that's why I wanted to go back and watch more, has been good. So I'm so glad you're here, buddy. I'm so glad you're here. So here are some things I have used to help me learn that I am enough. One, you all know this, is no big secret. I went to therapy. I went to therapy because of things I've gone through with my stepdad and so forth that I've learned so much about just of myself. This might be the first point I should mention for every single aspect I've navigated. But it holds particularly true in this instance. If it weren't for my therapist, I would have never grasped the link between my childhood insecurities and my achievements as an adult. If it weren't for my therapist, I would have never come to the realization that the pursuit of success can sometimes be detrimental. Just keep going, keep working, keep hustling, keep going, keep working, keep hustling over and over. And I wholeheartedly endorse therapy. And if I had unlimited funds, the very first thing I would do is finance therapy for those that really seek it. I've engaged in therapy intermittently throughout my adult life, and it's been invaluable. So I encourage you to do the same if you haven't. Number 2, I hustle for joy. Put in the same effort for fun times, vacation experiences, and those hilarious moments that make you laugh uncontrollably, pee your pants type laughing as you do for everything else in your life. I suggest you take a stroll, reach out to a friend, sip on a glass of wine, indulge in a bubble bath, if you will, or enjoy a leisurely lunch. All that work that you're so worried about getting done, it will still be waiting for you when you return. And taking a little break can refresh your mind and provide you with the energy to tackle that ever-expanding to-do list. Oh, thank you, Lisa D. Mary says, always learning how to ask for has been a hurdle. Love what you said about doing it yourself, right? Oh, that's cool, Alfonso. Harry says, everyone's a blessing from God. He created you and God doesn't make no mistakes, right? Amen. So all that work is going to be waiting on you. Learn to be in the moment. Number 3, I reordered my list. I reprioritized it. When I talk to most individuals and I ask them to list their priorities, usually my friends and stuff, they can easily mention them: significant other, spouse, children, partner, work, faith, and so on. And the sequence might vary, but the key points seldom change. You know what else tends to remain constant? Regardless of how many people I engage with, the thing that remains constant is the fact that they often forget to include themselves in their own priority list. You should be at the top of your priorities. Are you getting sufficient sleep? Are you drinking enough water? No, Scooter, you're not. And are you consuming the right nutrition? No, Scooter, you're not. I need to make myself a priority, right? You can't effectively care for others if you don't first take care of yourself. I'm not pointing any fingers at any particular people, Tammy, but you can't effectively care for others if you don't first take care of yourself. Additionally, one of the most effective ways to stop avoiding your problems is to confront them directly, Scooter. Tammy says, now you know why I ask so many questions, right? Always, constantly. Feel like I'm dealing with the little kid. Selena, you choose me as a best friend. I did, and what a perfect choice that was. Alfonso said, what should I defend my faith? My brother-in-law tells me that the Bible is just a book of fairy tales and churches are just brainwashers. Don't be listening to him. Find other people to put yourself around on that. Correct. Hello, my sister. Welcome in. She said, glad that I caught you looking so pretty tonight, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all really know how to make a girl feel better. So, you cannot effectively care for others if you don't take care of yourself first. Again, you want to confront your problems directly. And I'm pointing the finger at myself. So, here is our declaration that we are going to make tonight. I want you to say it out loud wherever you are. Right, cool. I got you, girl. Say it out loud wherever you are. I don't care if you're in a public place. I don't care if you're grocery shopping. I don't care if you're at a restaurant. You can even say it to yourself. I'll let you do that. But if you say it out loud, you can still say it out loud because the people will eventually stop staring at you, or they might say, boy, that person is right. I need to get me some of that, right? Oh, thank you, Mary. Right? Yes, Karen. So, say this after me. I am not defined by my doubt. I am not limited by my past. Right, Nancy? Yes. I am not limited by my fear. I am not disqualified where I am. I am growing. Thank you, cool. I am learning. I am becoming. Finish that up with a strong, and I will show up anyway. I will show up anyway. If you said that declaration just now, give yourself a good old pat on the back and a high five. You can high five yourself. Nothing weird about that. And do it right there in front of everybody if you're out in public. That's right, cool. Show up anyway. You don't have to, or you don't need to prove that you're good enough to start. You start. And along the way, you will realize you were never as unqualified as you thought or believed. Once again, guys, thank you for starting off your week with me for Monday Motivation. Now, let's do the drawing for the chat participation time for the month of April. Again, if you're new to my chat, you don't know what I'm even talking about. Every time I say chat participation time and y'all participate in the answering the question or making whatever statement I give you, your name gets entered into a drawing. I star your name, then I go back and I put you into the drawing sloth cup. You know it. Put it up here so y'all can't say I cheated. All right. Go down here to the very bottom. Nope, very bottom is my Monday Motivation. I don't think she's here. Yes, go back and rewatch. Cool. Francine, you are the winner of tonight's Monday Motivation chat participation from the month of April. So Francine will get a special surprise for me in the mail. So congratulations, Francine. If I remember and do a short tomorrow, because I've gotten off of doing my shorts, I will mention that tomorrow. Otherwise, y'all feel free to tell her congratulations for being the winner. So yay, Francine, right? So as always, I know you guys have other things that you could be doing, other people you could be watching on the YouTube or your favorite show or movie, but you chose to be here with me tonight, and I greatly appreciate that. That is something I never, ever, ever take lightly. You can ask my buddies. They will tell you. So thank you for always being here. Tomorrow night, I will be on at 7:30 p.m. Central. Wednesday night, I might not do an auction. I might do some things I need to do for the estate sale. Tammy won't be there, so I might be able to concentrate a little. Just picking. And then Thursday, I will be on at 8 p.m. Central as well. So I am going to be here a couple of times this week, so do not miss out. Next Monday Motivation on episode 165, we will look at another lie that we tend to believe about ourselves, and that will be on I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Come on back next week if you want to learn what that lie is all about. Make sure you do all the YouTube things. You subscribe, you ring that bell, a thumbs up on your way out if you haven't done it already. Make sure you leave a comment as well to let me know what you thought of tonight's topic, what you thought it meant for you, and you'll be entered into the monthly drawing. I'm adding another way of you get into the drawing, besides if you are watching a playback, if you participate in answering the questions, you get into the drawing. But now, if you leave a comment, you'll get entered into a drawing. So make sure you leave a comment at the end of tonight's show. Make it a great week. If I don't see you somewhere around the YouTube, remember, here's what does make you start feeling good enough. No longer assuming that you're not good enough. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you guys somewhere around the YouTube. Now let's do this thing. Good night, everybody.